Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's your boy Josh.
It's Dillion.
And together we are Bitter Bros Wrestling.
Sure.
But let's not forget about Kylie, the newest addition to the videos, and she's actually the current champion, the reigning and defending, undisputed Bitter Bros champion. Ain't that crazy?
I'm our first champ.
That's crazy.
I come in and sweep it.
That's crazy.
I'm upset.
Yeah, that's wild. But ladies and gentlemen, it's the best time of the year. It's WrestleMania week.
Hardest predictions ever.
Specifically WrestleMania weekend. It's a bigger party with more people getting beat up than people at Diddy's party. So anyway,
Right,
welcome to this little predictions video that we're doing here. We're going to go through night 1 and 2 of the WrestleMania card, and we're going to give you our predictions of who's going to win, who's going to lose, what we think is going to happen. And guys, before we get into the video, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment down below who you guys think are going to win at WrestleMania.
Because we don't know.
It's tough. It's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the tougher, cards that we've had to predict, bro.
We've never done a WrestleMania, bro.
That's true. But going into this card, it's really tough to decipher.
It's one of the best WrestleManias in recent years.
Yeah, the build-up has been insane.
Especially certain storyline going on.
To call off the matches.
It's okay. I got it.
You just sit there and look pretty.
Yeah.
Even though you're not on camera.
Okay. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into it. Starting off with night 1. I'm assuming this might be... Oh, my bad, brother.
Just gonna leave me hanging.
Sorry, brother. My bad. Can't leave a brother hanging.
Just do it myself.
But 6-pack ladder match. I guess probably, maybe, might be what opens the show. I don't know. It is confirmed for night 1. We know that. And it consists of the Judgment Day defending their tag team championships against the New Day. It's a whole bunch of days in there. DIY, Awesome Truth, the New Catch Republic, what an awful name that is, versus A-Town Down Under in a 6-way ladder
All those
match.
teams' names are so long.
Yeah. And I want to, let's first get this clear. They have made it very clear that both sets of championships are on the line kind of separately.
So, all 4 titles are going to be hanging up?
Yeah. And it's the match isn't complete until all 4.
Till both
down,
sets of championships are pulled down. So, it seems kind of like they're trying to split up the separate
That's what
titles.
it seems like.
Yeah.
I would rather them split it up this way with the ladder match and hanging it up like that than them just be like, okay, we're splitting the titles. You have a match for Raw and you have a match for SmackDown. This is how we're doing it.
Well, this is kind of a more logical way.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be 2 teams on top of the ladders fighting over the championships, and then one member from one team grabs the Raw, and the other member from another team grabs the SmackDown, so they both fall down with it.
Well, you never know.
At the same time.
Because of who's in the match. You never know. R-Truth might be content with...
Just winning one and just
winning
leaving.
One, thinks he's won the whole match, and walks off.
You're right.
So.
That's probably how it's going to be, knowing R-Truth.
But with that being
honestly,
said...
R-Truth probably thinks it's a Royal Rumble.
Gonna try to throw people over the top rope. Gonna try pinning them.
Royal,
yeah.
since they'll all be out there together.
Gonna try going for the pin.
Because he's pulled a ladder into the Royal Rumble before.
Yeah. Let's hope there's no spiders on any of those championship belts. But no, with that being said, I do think
scared of heights and spiders.
And spiders, yep, and both of them. But I do think that Awesome Truth is going to win this match, regardless of how they do it. If for some reason they keep both of the belts together, I think Awesome Truth would win. However, with them splitting it up, I think Awesome Truth is going to win the Raw titles.
Yeah.
And I ultimately do think that the New Catch Republic are going to end up winning the SmackDown titles. It was tough for me because this is Triple H we're talking about. We know we love his heel champions.
But Pete Dunne's in that. He loves Pete Dunne.
I know.
They're the same people.
Yep.
Same exact way.
Yep.
The only reason I could say New Catch Republic was Pete Dunne's in the team.
Yeah.
Because originally I was going to go with DIY and Awesome Truth. Because it's DIY.
Yep.
Well, Regeneration X.
Yeah, Regeneration.
Yeah, Regeneration X.
All 4 members. But I had to change it to Catch Republic, so one's on Raw, one's on SmackDown.
That's right.
What's your...
Mine's,
You're in this now,
yeah, I
champion.
Mine's Awesome Truth for the Raw one, and then I'm gonna say it's the A-Town Down Under for SmackDown.
If they show up, because there's rumors they won't be there.
Yeah, because like we said, that would be two baby faces having it, and Triple H loves a good heel.
I'm
gonna go for the heel team since y'all are going for both two baby faces.
Well,
I thought about
Triple H
swapping
is
it
okay
up.
with face champions as long as they're transitional champions.
Yeah.
And
hold it for a month or two.
I think the only reason why Awesome Truth's gonna get it is because they're coming back.
They have to finish their story.
There's so many stories.
There's so many stories.
R-Truth has not won a WrestleMania match in how long has it been?
I'm pretty sure ever.
But how many matches he has? What I'm saying.
I don't
it's like
know.
6 or 7. Ain't it?
I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't think Awesome Truth will hold it for long. I think if they do it,
just to split them up.
Yeah,
it's just to split them up.
They'll just split them up, and then I could honestly, if A-Town Down Under does take it, I could see them trying to bring like New Catch Republic, to Raw to try to take that one.
Nah, they're faces.
I think they'll probably have an inevitable feud with the Judgment Day right after.
If the Judgment Day stays together.
Yeah, I was about to say if they stay together. But if not, I think they'll get DIY involved and
probably
and
Imperium or
and
some
then,
new faces.
Right,
The Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders. Maybe his Ivar's partner Eric comes back.
Is the Street Profits on Raw? They're on
SmackDown, yeah. And
not
I
the Street
think
Profits anymore.
Oh yeah.
the Pride.
Sorry.
But anyway,
Bring some NXT guys up.
maybe Braun and Baron. Braun Breaker and Baron
Braun's on
Corbin.
SmackDown.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Baron Corbin's on NXT, but Braun's on
Yeah.
SmackDown,
Yeah.
which is weird. And they're NXT champions.
Mm-hmm.
We're rambling.
We are rambling.
You
So
have the next match.
right, the next match I've got is Jimmy versus Jay, brother versus brother, Oos versus Oos, Yeet versus no Yeet. Dylan, who you got?
Yeet.
Think Jay's gonna win?
Yeah. Well, he might not win, but I hope he wins.
I got you. I think night one belongs to Jimmy Uso. Jay has had a nice little run on Raw, but now it's time for the Bloodline to remind him who runs WWE.
Make him come home.
Jimmy, possibly. Not joking. That would be pretty nice. But Jimmy, I think Jimmy's going to win. Probably with some help from Solo. And here's why. Okay, Jimmy needs this win a lot more. Jay has had his success. Jay is still going to have his success regardless of what happens after this match. Jimmy can win this match, and Jay is still going to be one of the hottest stars on Monday Night Raw.
I think he's the top merch seller too.
Yeah, I think so. But like Jimmy,
the next John Cena.
Jimmy, that's Cody. But
great, yeah.
Jimmy needs
the next Rey Mysterio.
Okay, that's fine. Jimmy needs this match. Like he needs this win to solidify himself as at least a credible heel on SmackDown. And because Solo, say what you want about what he's done recently.
When was the last time he won a match?
Solo beat John Cena
24 matches ago.
I hear you, but
that's a legit number.
But still, Solo still has that on his resume. He beat John Cena in a one-on-one match. And say what you want, John Cena is one of the biggest stars ever in WWE. And to have that win under your belt, that's pretty impressive. Same thing, you could say the same thing with Austin Theory, even though he's kind of fallen off a little bit. But I love Austin Theory, I love Solo, I love Jimmy, I love Jay, I love all these people. And they're all, I just hope they all put on a fantastic show for me Saturday and Sunday. But I think Jimmy needs this
because
win.
no matter, for majority of the matches, no matter who wins, I'm happy.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like, for real. Like,
there's a couple matches I don't care about.
Yeah.
But the matches I care about, either person winning is fine with me.
Yep. But I got no Yeet. Jimmy Uso getting the win.
I have Jimmy winning too. Because not all of the Bloodline can just lose on that one. and I think Jimmy's going to win so that when the bloodline ultimately does start breaking apart, Jimmy can be like, I don't need y'all. I won against my brother. I got this. I'm gonna go and do
With
my
help.
own thing.
Well, that's what all the bloodlines on for
Probably
anyways.
with
Help.
help.
I'm about to say, brother, heels.
Family above all.
They are heels. That's
So-
all heels
They
do.
learned from Dominic Toretto.
Honestly, this is how I see it going. Solo's going
Family.
to come out. Solo's going to help Jimmy win. Just because they need to settle that with their brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
But
how
what
Jimmy's
would
gonna
not
win.
surprise me is if Cody or Seth came out to help Jay.
That's true.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Just to
surprise
take out
me either.
Solo
Mm-hmm.
before the match, the main event.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's possible also.
Just
Those-
depends on how they do with the distraction, because it depends on who gets distracted from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Jay gets distracted, Jimmy's going to win. If Jimmy gets distracted by Cody and Seth, Jay's like,
Yep. Yeah. What we do know is there's gonna be shenanigans.
Exactly.
There's gonna be shenanigans.
It's the bloodline.
in
It's
a
a
bloodline
bloodline
match.
When was the last time a bloodline match ended clean?
Exactly.
When all four members of the bloodline were facing each other.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even clean.
Yeah. Next we have 6-woman tag. It's gonna be Damage Control taking on Naomi, Bianca Belair, and the newly introduced Jade Cargill.
I think Kylie should go.
Cargill?
So it doesn't matter. She won't be there long. You know, she's showed up for one match at the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and then took a break to WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
we'll probably see her again SummerSlam. You take the lead.
I think it's going to be Jade and Naomi and Bianca. Because, I know they're building up Damage Control as being, like, the group that's, like, kicked Bailey out and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But Jade and Naomi just came back.
Yep.
So I don't see them losing at WrestleMania when they just came back. I mean, they could, but I don't. Especially if you're trying to build Jade as, like, the strongest
Mhm.
woman in the
That's
company.
the one I think they're
Yep.
gonna let lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Naomi, they would be
They-
fine with
they
her
do.
losing.
Yeah.
Bianca could go either way. Because, you know,
Jade's
she
the
can take a
reason-
loss. But Jade, that's the whole reason why they're going to win. Because they're
Jade's
not.
the reason they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks because you know the other team has the women's tag team champions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure what they'll do is they'll find some kind of way to incorporate this into a future tag team championship match.
I'm sure Dakota
Probably.
Kai will take the fall.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm
help
sure.
protect Asuka and not Io,
Kyrie.
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 And still, they're gonna be losing in.
And if they do take it further to where they go against the champion, like the tag team champions, it'll probably be Bianca and Jade. Because
I
Bianca's
see Bianca and
Bianca
Naomi.
Naomi.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade will be a single star.
probably.
Yeah.
Jade's the next Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
thing, except for I think she's better. But Jade, there's no point in bringing Jade in and hyping her up this much, and
Just-
then her first official, like, besides, being in the Rumble, but, like, her first official match where you can lose by pinfall or submission, having her lose. Regardless of if she takes the fall or not, she would still be on the losing side. And I just don't think that makes sense.
Exactly.
You want to build up this star, and my God, do they have a star in Jade.
I wouldn't know.
But,
I can just tell by looking at her.
yeah, I do. She is.
Looks can be deceiving.
And not only that, but
Scott Steiner.
she's related to Shaquille O'Neal. So like there's connections there. But also she's really talented. So, there's a lot of aspects that goes into this, and there's no way that they're gonna have Jade to be on the losing side of things for this match. With that being said, next we have one of those matches that, once again, it's really tough to really decide who we think is going to win. We got the Intercontinental Championship
God.
on the line. Sami Zayn versus Gunther. Oh, man.
It's your turn to go first.
This is really tough because when they first announced that it was going to be Sami, immediately I was like, all right, well, we know Gunther's winning. And then they started doing all this stuff of Chad training Sami in these, really Rocky Balboa type videos of
That video package of
Yeah, that was a fantastic video package, and it
It
reminded
made
me
me
of.
care
It did, yeah, it did
about
make me
Sammy
care.
winning.
It did, and that's why I think Gunther's gonna win.
Rip it away from us.
I do, I think so, and here's the thing, even though that did help me care a little bit more, I would care 10 times more if it was Gunther versus Chad Gable.
See, what I think is going to happen is some more shenanigans. I think Chad's going to call Sammy the match because Sammy's almost about to, like, Sammy's setting up the Helluva kick. Chad comes out and distracts him so Gunther win. And Chad's like, that's my spot.
Yeah.
But then you have heel versus heel.
Yep. Or maybe what they could do is
Turn
Sammy
Gunther face.
Well, what they could do is have Sammy about to beat Gunther, and the other members of Imperium bring Chad out, like they're jumping him.
Like Monday.
Yeah, kind of like Monday, except for it's the other members of the Imperium.
Yeah.
But I also want to point out, most of Gunther's matches through this run
Have been
clean wins.
There
hasn't really been
shenanigans. There's no reason to be
shenanigans.
scared.
Yep.
Then this past Monday, he got scared. Your turn. She don't know either.
I really don't know who's it going to be. I personally think that this is one of my theories, is Sammy's going to win, but then Chad is going to turn on Sammy and take the title off of Sammy.
Maybe like,
And
I couldn't beat Gunther, but you
yeah.
did, so but I can beat you.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat Gunther, so I trained you to be good enough to beat Gunther, so I could take you on, because I know your weaknesses now.
But there's a logic above, well, if you can beat Gunther and I couldn't, that means you're better than Gunther and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But then Chad would also have the argument of, I taught you everything you knew.
Mm-hmm. And
There's a lot of ways this can go.
And he's that coach figure.
Yeah.
So I think Sammy's going to win. Because Sammy really needs it, and he's going to be hopped up, but then he's immediately going to get it taken away by Chad. And maybe not immediately, maybe till the next pay-per-view, which is what, like the big pay-per-view, like SummerSlam, I think.
No, that's the big.
The next major one is SummerSlam.
Okay.
But the next pay-per-view is like Bash in Berlin, I think, or Clash at the Castle, or
I don't know.
something like that.
I think they're going to play it out until SummerSlam and have Chad take it off of Sammy at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I feel like I would care a lot more if it was Chad.
Yeah.
But I still think it's going to be a fantastic match. Sammy and Gunther both are fantastic. They're going to do an amazing job. But I think ultimately...
It may not be fantastic wrestling, but it'll be fantastic storytelling.
Yeah. Why would it not be fantastic wrestling?
It's not going to be bad wrestling. But you know what I mean. Like, high spots.
It's just going to be chops.
It's going to be a lot of, like, ground and pound in your face, not flips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not Ricochet.
Yeah. That's what I meant by fantastic wrestling.
Yeah, I got you.
It's going to be storytelling wrestling.
Yeah.
Think Bret Hart.
So the best kind of wrestling.
Debatable.
Yeah, you're right. It's debatable.
The best kind is gimmick matches for me. Give me a TLC.
That's why we love wrestling. There's a lot of different flavors. We put it all in the pan. Somebody say all in. Next we have Dragon Lee versus Rey Mysterio. What? Dragon Lee teaming up with Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
See, this is one of the matches I really don't care about. I would rather both of these be single matches.
Yeah, I agree. I would rather that too.
So I really don't know who to pick.
Do you want...
I'm thinking. Yeah, y'all can go.
I think it's going to be Dom and Santos that win.
Okay.
Just because Santos is on this real high right now of leaving the LWO and having his own team again and stuff and defeating people. And then Dom is, I have to prove to everybody that I'm better than my dad, and I have to prove to the Judgment Day that I'm good.
Go next.
So I think it's going to be Dom and Santos because there's not really a point for Ray and Dragon to win. They haven't really been built up that much in the last
Dom beat Ray last year, so
Yeah.
they could face.
He did?
I'm pretty sure.
No, I thought Ray beat him.
Oh, I don't remember.
I know Ray did beat him with that belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Dom and what's his face should win. Just so Dom be like, well, I can win with LWO, but I can't win with the Judgment Day because when was the last time he won with the Judgment Day?
Yeah.
So maybe I need to be with LWO instead of Judgment Day.
It's not
Maybe.
LWO, it's...
Whatever.
The other group. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
The anti-LWO.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he can bring Andrade there instead with Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of going the same direction of as far as I think this match will lead more towards the demise of the Judgment Day. But I think that Ray...
They've not been happy.
Yeah, but I think Ray and Dragon's going to win simply because of that, because they've been really pissed off at Dom for bringing in the LWO and all this stuff, and I think that him losing is just going to continue to piss off.
He did the same thing I did.
What?
It's not LWO.
Right. Bringing in Santos and all those guys into the little Judgment Day club, you know, and I think that
throwing darts that far away.
Right, literally,
Dang,
like, dang, let me try to throw.
Up a miss.
But no, I think they're gonna probably tie in Dom losing this match will probably tie into like, oh well, we told you not to let them in our group. We told you to stay away, you know, all this stuff. And
so they're not good for you.
Yeah. I think that I do think this is leading towards the demise of the Judgment Day, but I just feel like the different team will win. I think Papa Ray is gonna. Deadbeat Dad Ray is going to get the win.
I wonder if he's going to bring the belt back again. Whoop both of their butts this time.
Whip them. What the Rock be saying? Going to whip them like a dog.
Get the Rock's weight belt. Put their blood on it.
His own weight belt that has Dom blood on it.
Deadbeat Dad.
Have one that says for Dom's mom. Just be.
Oh, man. Speaking of mommies. The next match, Becky Lynch will be taking on Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Who's going first this time?
I think it's my turn.
Well, you went first last time.
Oh yeah, because you kind of.
I'll take it.
Hey.
I don't care who wins.
Oh, dude, no, I'm fine with either one.
I don't care who wins.
I'm fine with either one.
I think Rhea's going to win because Rhea's always going to win until
she doesn't.
Shut up. I can't think of anybody right now on the roster that could beat her.
The only person on the roster that could beat her would be Becky. Like, this would be...
And that's...
Are we talking about the Raw roster?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know where you're going to go. I mean, Charlotte.
Well, no.
Jade.
But...
And maybe build that up for next WrestleMania.
Yeah, let Rhea hold the championship for another year.
Hear me out. It's nobody that we like. But Nia. Nia Jax.
I will leave.
Nah, she's already had her run.
I will leave, Josh.
I'm just saying, you're talking about nobody, you can think of anybody that could beat her. I mean,
if they make Nia world champion, I'll quit watching women's wrestling.
You already don't.
You don't watch women's wrestling.
That's the point.
No, I agree. I think Rhea, dude, like this is so tough for me because Becky, I've been a Becky fan since day one. That is my baby mama. Okay, I will ride with Becky till the day I die.
I think Seth has
a
problem.
Man, look, we can settle that in the ring, all right? But
okay,
because we know who the man in that relationship is, and it ain't Seth, all right? I think I could handle it. He ain't even gonna have a championship after this weekend, maybe. But
you really gonna fight CrossFit Jesus?
I'll make a few phone calls.
The atheist CrossFit Jesus.
But no, I think Rhea's gonna win. I mean, she's just. I think whenever you're doing this, you know, you got to look at. All right, well, which one is hot right now?
Rhea.
You know, and right now,
Rhea's over.
That is Rhea, mother effing Ripley. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is the most over woman wrestler in the company, and I mean,
even over Jade.
Even over Jade, yeah. Like, she is so, like, she's over.
She's over than most of the men.
Yeah, straight up.
Except Cody, Jay,
The Rock.
The Rock. She's even, probably more over than Roman.
Yeah.
But Roman's not around much anymore.
The Roman hype's died down.
Yeah.
Not for me, it hasn't. Not for me, it hasn't. I'll always acknowledge my child.
Did you go yet?
No, but it's Rhea.
Okay.
I really, really want it to be Becky because I love Becky.
Yeah.
And I love her. But we all know it's probably going to be Rhea. Watch all of us be wrong, but if it is,
that's fine.
I'll be fine.
I wouldn't care. Like, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But I think right now Rhea is going to win because she's everybody's mommy. Like, everybody loves her. So. And there's not really been, like, a pity party for, oh, poor Becky. She's beating the crap out of me after every single match. Or I'm beating the crap out of her. It was literally...
She talked about my daughter.
Yeah, it was one time she talked about her daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's really not been any, like, fighting going on between them two that somebody should be scared of the other.
They had that brawl Monday, but it was pretty... It wasn't, like, one-sided toward either way.
It was even.
Yeah. Should be a really good match. They're going to tear the house down. Speaking of good matches, main event of night one. Bloodline versus the Crybabies.
It's your turn to go first, David. Yeah, because it's one of y'all's turns.
I've got the Bloodline because they're gonna set it up to where it's
Getting go
Bloodline rules at
like he did the
night
wrong
two.
way.
It's gonna be Bloodline rules at night two, so that anybody can come out and help. So it's gonna be the Bloodline.
Let me put it this way: if it's Bloodline rules, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I can see both cases, like how they can do it. Either way, we'll talk about the other match later.
Bloodline rules is going to be a better match to watch than just Cody and Roman being out there by themselves.
The reason for this match is: do you want Cody to defeat the odds and beat everybody, or do you want Cody to win because no one else helped him? No one could help Roman.
Yeah.
So you're either going to show that Roman can't do it on his own, or show it that Cody can beat anybody you put him in the ring with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Cody wins.
I feel like it makes more sense to have the Bloodline rules match. That way, Jay can get involved, Jimmy can get involved, Solo can get involved, Seth,
maybe
Cena,
a new member of the Bloodline,
Austin, Dominic Toretto, Goku, Superman, Naruto,
Pat
McAfee, Jesus
and
Christ.
He just stands up and just goes,
Seth? You already said Seth.
I don't know.
We know how the first match is going.
God.
Well, God is 0-1.
The spotlight just starts coming down.
He is 0-1 in WWE.
and
He
you
is.
See a red spotlight follow after, and just both lights just mingling together and just disappear. And we're like, oh no, the devil took out the God! The devil took out the God!
With the steel chair. Stop the dang match. Next thing you know, MJF.
My God, he's broken in half.
MJF comes out. Kenny Omega's music hits.
The Young Bucks.
Tony Khan comes out. You know.
He only come out for Coke.
Huh?
He only come out for Coke.
Yeah.
And not the drink.
I mean, CM Punk and FTR get into it again.
I do think that Drew is going to come out because
Adam Copeland.
He's been talking with
then Edge.
I do think that Drew McIntyre is going to come out though because he's been talking, to Paul Heyman and stuff.
Yeah.
And all that. So whenever Seth comes out, Drew will come out to take him out.
The new honorary Uso. Well, Seth's going to be in the match.
I'm talking about for second night.
No, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we were talking about people coming out, so that's why I said that.
He's going to be the new honorary Uso.
Who?
Drew.
Looks at Sammy, I took your place because you
Drew Uso. Drew Uso. But yeah, I think Bloodline wins. That way all the shenanigans can happen and, all that stuff. Anyway, yeah.
Imagine he has a shirt, if he does, that says the Scottish Bloodline.
The Scottish Oos.
The Scottish Oos.
The Scottish Samoan.
If you can't tell, it's pretty early in the morning and we're all tired.
Yeah, it's 2:30.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But anyways, that concludes night one.
Just one.
We're like 30 minutes into this video, I think. Night two is a little bit, I think it's going to be a little bit, I mean, not necessarily shorter, but there's less matches on it.
That you know of.
Right.
There apparently is a spot reserved for a mystery, whatever. It's just a mystery segment.
Oh, okay. Night two, it's going to be Kevin Owens show. The Final Testament versus the Pride. Dylan, whose turn is it?
Yours.
Mine? Oh. I think, I don't know.
I lost track.
This is kind of one of those matches where...
We don't care.
This is probably...
We don't care in the bad way.
The match that I'm least interested in.
This is the bathroom break, even though it's the start of the show.
Yeah, not... I mean, and it's not because I hate anybody involved in this match.
The only good part is it's a street fight.
Yeah. That's what really makes it watchable to me. Like, that's what makes me at least a little bit interested. But I think the Final Testament is going to get the win here. I think Karrion Kross and his guys, AOP, they need to win a little bit more than Bobby and them. And they can, I guess they could kind of turn.
Technically, both teams need to win.
They do.
Because what has Bobby and the Profits or the Pride or whatever you want to call them done since they formed?
Absolutely nothing.
Lose.
Nothing together.
They lose.
My point exactly. So they're going to lose again.
What has AOP and Karrion Kross done since they formed together?
I don't jump people.
Exactly. Nothing. It's a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
Meaning, so one of them is going to do something.
Two negatives makes
AOP
positive.
No, they're not, and then Cross came out.
No, the match ended in no contest, I'm pretty sure. I think
Okay.
it was disqualification or something. I don't know.
Okay.
They've only faced each other, really.
Yeah.
AOP's tore up some local talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess AOP is going to win
Squash matches.
the Final Testament just because they're the only ones with a winning streak.
Probably. I don't know.
Because the Pride's literally just lost.
Yeah.
That's all they've done.
I'm gonna go with the Final Testament too. I really wish that they would
who
not
are you
really
The big guys.
the Final Testament.
Yeah, them.
Okay.
I forgot their name for a second.
I kind of wish that they would take, and I say this all the time, I really wish they would take Montez Ford out and put him as a single star. They could do so much with him.
Let Bobby Lashley and the other dude tag team. Let
Montez
Ford be the single star.
Yeah. They could do so much with Ford.
Dawkins. That's what.
Sure. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways,
I agree with her though.
Next we have the United States Championship. The former boxer, now wrestler, Logan Paul, Jake Paul's brother. For those of you
Who's
who may
probably
not
not
know.
allowed in Japan anymore.
Probably
Oh,
not.
Yeah, they got banned.
Yeah. Logan Paul is going to be taking on Kevin Owens, my dad, and Randall Keith Orton
It's my turn.
in a triple threat match for the United States Championship.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all
y'all
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's keeping it to at least SummerSlam, and then
Yeah.
somebody will take it off of him.
Kevin Owens and
Yeah.
don't need the title. They wouldn't do anything for the title. Title wouldn't do nothing for them.
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
I really think it's
exists.
going to be more of a Randy and Kevin going against Logan,
Yeah.
but them getting in each other's way.
And they take it out
Yep.
on each other.
And then
Because
take
they
it out
both
on each
have
other.
short tempers.
Mm-hmm. And then Logan's going to come in and be like, haha, you beat each other up.
And then brass knuckles.
Yep. You get the win. Who do you think's taking the pinfall? Let me ask you that.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens? You think Kevin Owens? Okay. All right.
I don't think they're going to let Randy take a pinfall from Logan Paul.
And most of this feud's mainly Kevin and Logan
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Randy was just thrown in.
At the what was it, Elimination Chamber, wasn't it? When Logan
Yeah.
punched him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking
And then
of
I think they may do like a Kevin and Randy match leading
Probably.
into the future for like
A number one contender match or something.
yeah, something like that.
But speaking of the person who's going to take the belt off of Logan Paul, LA Knight is going to be taking on
You mean
AJ Styles. What?
You mean AJ Styles?
You think AJ Styles is going to be the one to win the belt?
it's
Okay.
Phil Heels.
AJ Styles taking on
No one said LA
Knight.
Knight's going to do it either.
Huh?
No one said LA Knight's going to do it either.
I think LA Knight will be the guy.
Maybe.
I mean, think about it. Hollywood star, Logan Paul, losing to LA Knight. Come on, bro. It's in the what is it? What's the saying? The proof is in the pudding.
Sure.
Ain't that what the saying is?
Mm.
Sure. All right.
Who do you think's going to win?
Anyway, LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
I want AJ Styles to win just because I'm a big AJ Styles person.
Fair.
I mean, I could see where they'll let LA Knight win to hype him up more, to have him do possibly a contenders match for the U.S. title. I personally don't think he'll take it off of Logan Paul. I love LA Knight. I don't think he's good enough to take it off Logan Paul.
Mm.
I love him, but I don't think.
She just got here. She don't have to leave now.
But I don't think him and Logan could do a match together, just because.
They already have.
Huh?
They already have.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they could do another one.
You don't think it? So are you saying like you don't think it would be as good as like?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be. I think they're just like a one match and done type.
He didn't quit it.
Yeah, basically. I think they're just like a one match and that's it. I don't think anybody else wants to see LA Knight go against Logan Paul again.
There's a lot of people that want to see that.
Not me. I don't
I
care.
want AJ to win, but I think LA Knight's going to win.
I'm still going to stick with AJ.
I think really there could be an argument made for either guy winning this.
They both need to win.
AJ just turned heel, so it's kind of like it's kind of like he kind of needs this
Flew
win.
to Australia just to hit LA Knight with a chair.
Literally flew all the way to Australia just to do it. But also,
that's real hate.
LA Knight is hot. You know, like everybody loves LA Knight, and so you want to try to keep that momentum going. And they already. There's been times where they already almost completely stopped that momentum with LA Knight, and I think you got to get to the point where it's like, okay, look, he's one of our top merch sellers.
Either push him or push him away.
Yeah, because that was the issue they had with Roman for years. It was like, all right, well, let's push him. Oh, well, let's pull him back a little bit. Let's push him. Oh, he fighting for the title now? Okay, lose. Oh, you just lost for the championship? Go after it again.
Exactly.
And so it's kind of,
you're going to fight for the title for a year straight.
and lose. Yeah.
90% of that.
Yeah. So, they don't want to do that again. That's for sure. Because the people will turn on LA Knight faster than KD switched up on OKC. All right. So, they got to have LA Knight continue that momentum. And you don't even know. You don't know.
Kevin Durant.
Okay. Yeah.
In Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why, but I knew the initials.
I was like, you didn't get that reference, did you?
But I think LA Knight wins.
I knew the initials. That's a plus. I knew a little something.
Yay!
I used to be a huge Kevin Durant fan and an OKC fan. Now I'm just an OKC fan.
Speaking of OKC, the Celtics beat them by 35 the other night. The next match is Bayley versus Io.
I watched baseball for the first time the other night.
Me and Josh are the sports people in the house.
Yeah.
Wrestling, Pokemon, that's it.
And Dak Prescott.
I only cheer for him because he was Mississippi State. I don't watch all the games.
Fair enough. That's fair. You really don't.
I really don't.
That's true.
You did this last year.
That's true.
No, I didn't.
Oh, not all of them.
I think he
watched a lot of games for fantasy football.
I was about to say, I think he watched a lot more because of fantasy.
Yes.
But anyway, Bayley versus Io. Who's going?
Okay. I want it to be Bayley just because she just got kicked out of Judgment Day and stuff. But I don't see a reason to take the title off of Io.
Said out of Judgment Day.
I'm not Judgment Day.
Damage control.
We're all messing up tonight.
There's too many factions right now.
Yeah, there is.
But that's never a bad thing.
Never a bad thing.
I don't see a point in taking it off of Io. Like, unless you're just trying to get it to where they kicked Bayley out of Damage Control. I almost did it again. Kicked her out of Damage Control, and so she's taking the title away as like a punishment for Io. But Io's really not beat her up or anything. She hit her one time with the belt, and that's all she's done.
I don't see a reason for Io to keep it. She ain't done nothing with it.
But true.
It's true. I think
maybe give the Bayley the Io start over.
I think this run with Io could have been a lot better because Io is really, really talented. I think the main thing that's held her back is the typical thing with WWE. She's foreign, and so they don't always connect with their promos, to the American audience. Yeah, but now because they're doing
the that Io did was great.
Was it? I didn't see it, but
but
hey, we're on the same page there. But
there's different reasons though.
Yeah, but I really thought that this run with Io could have been better. And I think the main issue was the whole time pretty much Io has been playing the back seat to Bayley because Bayley was the leader of the faction, and then of course you had Asuka and Kylie came back, so you had all these factors that continuously put Io in the back seat.
Yeah. And
here she is with the championship, and she's just kind of in the passenger seat riding with everybody else. And Bayley, she's been here before. She's been women's champion before. She's been the face of the women's division before. And I think she's going to do it again. I think she's going to win the belt. Because at this point, I think there needs to be a change because of the fact that Io hasn't really done much. with the championship, and that's not all her fault, But also now that Bayley has won the Rumble, everybody is behind Bayley, and they need to capitalize on that momentum while they can.
Especially after everything's happening with Damage Control too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've really done a good job telling this story, and really, and don't get me wrong, like EO and Dakota, and they all bring up really good points about, and even Belair, they're all like, Bayley brought this on herself, and all that stuff is true, but somehow WWE has booked this to a way to make everybody feel bad for Bayley, and I think they've done a really good job with it, and it's got me wanting Bayley to win her first one-on-one match at WrestleMania. You good, bro?
Bayley.
I was going to say, just say a name.
I play in AEW.
Wow.
If you guys start talking about women's wrestling, I'm out.
You AEW mark. First time you've been called that, huh?
Well, we got 2 WWE belts, so 3 technically.
Speaking of people that deserve a moment at WrestleMania, that brings us to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. So many stories to tell. So many stories to finish. Drew looking to finish his story of winning a championship in front of an audience.
I think Drew's going to win and give Seth some time off.
Yeah.
And then he can feud with CM Punk. The best in the world.
I haven't really decided, narrowed down who I think is going to win. I have 2 theories of what's going to happen.
Same.
So, either Seth's going to beat Drew because what I think is going to happen is Damian Priest is going to come out and distract Drew. And then Seth's going to pin Drew with a stomp or whatever. He's going to pin him and win. And then I think Damian Priest is going to come down and cash in. And that's how Seth's going to get his time off.
Technically, this past Monday was a perfect time for him to cash in.
Oh, yeah. Because of what all?
With The Rock and
The Rock
did.
Mm-hmm.
They whipped that boy.
But
And the referee.
It's either going to be that or it's going to be Drew just beats Seth.
Seth is not leaving with that title.
No, Seth's not leaving with that title.
I don't think so either.
I think he's going to lose for his time off and stuff. There's no way they keep the title.
They could swerve us, though. But I don't think so.
And lose it Monday.
Yeah. Not after WrestleMania. No, I think... also, something that really made me question Drew winning is the fact that CM Punk is going to be on commentary. And so it's is Punk going to get, involved? Is he going to cost Drew the match?
Yeah.
I still think that Punk's going to have a ref shirt under his hoodie. And
the ref was down. Let me just...
I think something's going to happen with the ref and he's going to jump in. And that's when Drew's going to look at him and be like, well, that's not fair.
Just Claymores him.
No, you're not.
But I think that Drew's going to win the match. But even if he don't, like you said, Seth is not
leaving
winning
the title.
Yeah, he's not leaving the
I
title.
narrowed mine down to Drew too. Drew winning too, didn't I? I think I said my 2 theories, but I think Drew's going to win.
Okay.
And if not, Seth's not winning.
And you said Drew? Okay.
Seth's not leaving with that title from WrestleMania.
So question.
Yeah.
Does Damian cash in at WrestleMania?
If Seth wins.
If Seth wins, he cashes in.
But if he loses, you don't think so?
Nah.
Okay. All right. That settles it.
Watch him cash in on Drew.
Davey. Who says it's got to be for the world title? Cody versus Roman.
You're right. I've thought about this too.
Yep. Cody versus Roman for there it is up there. Well, there's one of the replicas. For the WWE Universal Heavyweight Undisputed
Whatever else name you want to call it.
Championship
1,000 names
title belt. This is going to be a doozy.
You want who I think or who I want?
This is a predictions video. That means who we think is going to win.
Cody.
How'd that feel?
It hurt.
How did that feel?
It hurt. It hurt so bad.
How did
I
that
think
feel?
it's Cody. I don't think they're going to do this for a third year, and
Yeah.
they may change my mind, like change it.
I don't care if it's a third year. Just let him beat Hogan's record.
He is going to beat Hogan's record.
Not that one. Both of them.
I
know.
think Cody.
Yeah.
I think they're thinking if we let this go another year, people are going to start losing interest. And
They are.
What's the point in this?
They
Just
are.
get it over with.
They are. I think.
I'm losing interest already.
I
Imagine
think,
if they do it for a third year and Cody still loses.
bruh.
Fans are like, what?
I will say this.
Fourth year loses
Okay.
again.
If Cody wins, I'll be happy. If Roman wins, I'll be happy. I don't care either way. I love both guys. And I do think that there's still ways that you could tie if Cody loses somehow. I think there's still ways that next year they can try to do it some way. Maybe not at Mania. Maybe
As
not
long as
against,
it's after August or September of this year, I don't care.
yeah. But
I just want Roman to beat.
But I think it's time. I do, and I want him to beat Hogan's record just like you do. But at the same time, I care about the current product that I'm watching, and the current product that
you
I'm
don't even
watching.
watch it half the time.
Yes, I do.
You're at work.
He watches it at 12 o'clock when he gets home.
Yeah. The current product that I'm watching, and what my heart tells me, is that it's time for him to finish that mother freaking story.
PG.
It's time for that finish.
We can't say freaking on this channel. Oh wait, I just did.
Mother fudging.
That's a bad word.
Fudge isn't a bad word. Fudge is a food. No, it's a fudge.
I'm so tired.
It's time to finish the story. The story that's been going on for 2 years now.
Been going for another
The only thing is, Roman said in that biography that if he loses, he's done. And I don't know if I'm ready
I don't think he'll be done.
for Roman to be done. Now, what I do think they could do, and this is what I think is going to happen possibly. Bloodline rules, all that stuff happens. Rock turns on Roman to set up next year's Mania for the head of the table, tribal chief. And I think that Roman could easily say, yeah, I said that, but that was before you screwed me over at WrestleMania. And that can set up the match between cousins.
And Cody wins, and then have Damien cash in.
That's what I would love it if that happened, because what they could do is Damien cashes in on Cody. I know there's a lot of aspects that would have to be involved with. Oh, well, now you got 2 world titles on Raw and all that stuff. Unless they switch Damien over to SmackDown, I don't know.
Unless he keeps the tag titles, and then he can go to either brand.
Maybe, but either way, I think that it would be how beautiful of a story. Since we're talking about stories, how beautiful of a story would it be for them to say, for it to just be like, you know what, his dad held the title for 5 minutes. It wasn't even an official reign. Let's have Cody lose it the same night. That would be hilarious.
I still want Tribal Chief to win.
I do too. I will always acknowledge my tribal chief, whether he is champion or not. Always.
Sounds weird. He's always been the champion as a Tribal Chief.
I know. But anyways, guys, that is the match card for WrestleMania. This video has been forever long, and that's our opinions on who we think is going to win at the grandest
even ask her?
stage. Did we?
I said Cody.
Oh,
You said Cody? Okay. On the grandest stage of them all.
I'm half asleep.
WrestleMania 40 XL, the biggest WrestleMania ever, greatest, whatever,
Extra large.
all that. Yep.
It's not the greatest, like the biggest WrestleMania ever. There was one that was like a lot longer. Had 16 matches on that card?
Too many. But anyways, guys, that's our opinion. That's
Main
our
event didn't start till after midnight.
You ain't lying. That's our predictions for WrestleMania 40 XL. Let us know down in the comments below who you think is going to win at WrestleMania.
The fans.
The fans. if they execute it right, this could be one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. No joke.
Or the worst.
Or the worst, yeah. Imagine.
I don't see how that would happen.
How far left would they have to go to make that
completely
happen?
to the right? That's how far left they'd have to go to mess this WrestleMania up.
Yeah, for real. This is a really good card. We're excited. We're pumped up. We got more content coming up, guys. So this is the predictions video. Then we're going to be going live for WrestleMania's night 1, and then night 1 is Saturday night. So Sunday morning we'll be releasing a review of night 1, and then that night we'll be live streaming WrestleMania night 2, and then Monday morning we'll be uploading sometime Monday. We'll be doing a review of night 2. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This is Bitter Bros Wrestling. And until next time, peace.